right side from 20. Jumps. Yes.
Now, back to AB Sports Conversation with Anthony Carlo and Benzino the Hero.
AB Conversation.
Rob Jiggity caught singing.
AB Conversation, Anthony Carlo, Benzino the Hero. Rob Jiggity's our special guest, but shout out to everybody in the control room. We got Jersey Joe. We have Armand and Sax Daddy.
Oh, he left Sax Daddy for last.
Nah, yeah,
he
it's
left
only
you
right.
for dead.
Nah, not at all. Not at all.
Oh, now he's saying something.
You gotta save the best for last.
Shout out to the Spurs,
There we
though.
go.
They did win. They did win. Shout out to the Spurs. I saw that.
Is he a San Antonio Spurs fan? Is that what he?
Yeah, you don't recall?
Why do you root for the Patriots and the Spurs? That's what I want to know.
Sax Daddy.
I don't know what he's saying, but he's probably saying because they're winners.
Yeah.
Probably, right?
Nah, but they did win a close game. And we're talking about the NBA. That's a nice segue, Anthony.
Yeah, it's
we
true.
are talking about the NBA.
We are. Just
Now,
finished talking about the Knicks.
And before that, catch our segment on YouTube.com. Type in AB Conversation, filter the week to see that Greg Kohler interview.
Hey,
Fire John Isaac.
Hey, at WICR1 at Twitter. On Twitter. Not at Twitter, but at WICR1 on Twitter.
Hey, Rob Jiggity.
Hit us up over there. And
You have a Twitter?
Now Ian Sachs is stealing Jersey Joe's phrase of demand greatness.
Demand greatness. Oh, Jersey Joe brought Masscom theme Jersey Thursday. Don't forget that. Jersey Thursday, Joe. I know you don't forget that. You wear jersey every day. But to anybody listening, Jersey Thursday, Masscom, WICR, we do this, man.
Did we shout out the Nubsy over there in the corner?
I believe so. I don't even know what a Nubsy is.
That bum over there? Look at that bum. He's looking at me.
Wow.
No. Oh, he's coming in here now.
Don't y'all got a show at 7? Ooh, stay tuned.
You follow me on Twitter, Rob Jiggity.
Rob Jiggity,
At Rob Jiggity.
Tell him.
He's threatening he's going to choke me out. That's what he's threatening.
That Benzino one to score the hero.
Yeah,
Just fish. God.
Now he's okay.
We
Let's
just
get to
having
business.
business.
Let's break things down.
Break it down.
Break it down.
Break
first.
it down.
So how about we begin with
Shake
Dirk
down.
Nowitzki?
My shooter's like Dirk.
Dirk breaking the record, highest scoring player born outside of the United States.
He passed Hakeem the Dream Olajuwon. Now, with we're talking about international players. Do you know how much the international players have meant to this NBA?
Especially in the last 20 years.
The last 20 years.
20, 30 years?
Because
They've been taking over.
Now we're being told to shout out Vince Carter. Can you believe this? On my watch?
wow.
On my watch? Do that on our show later.
Like what's wrong with you, man? What are you
I don't know
talking
what he's
about?
saying
Who's
anymore.
Vince Carter? He's even a Hall of Famer? I don't know. I really don't think Vince Carter's a Hall of Famer. Perfectly honest with you.
Ben's saying
He's
that.
been
not
dunking
me.
all the time.
And Armand's ugly, too.
Yeah. What's wrong with you, man?
Oh,
You even know basketball? Tuck your shirt in.
oh my God.
All right, so
Anyway,
back to this
you
NBA.
talk about the international squad. How about Thanasis Antetokounmpo
The Thanasis Antetokounmpo from Greece.
from
Yep.
Greece?
From Greece.
I'm
And
just shouting. You mentioned that. I was side note, cliff note. you know.
Giannis Antetokounmpo, his brother that's
Giannis
playing in the big
Antetokounmpo.
league. No disrespect.
I have
Giannis.
heard their names pronounced a billion different ways.
How do
Yeah.
you pronounce it?
Most recently at the game I was at, Ben couldn't make it, but I was covering the preseason game against the Delaware 87ers, and the Knicks won that game,
Let's get it.
96-88, which maybe we'll speak a little bit about who we may see up at the next level,
Yep.
especially with this 2-6 Knicks team. But anyway, I heard them say Thanasis. That's how they've been referring to his first name now, is Thanasis.
Thanasis.
And the second, his last name, a tent, and then there's a pause, Kumpo. So it's like a tent, Kumpo.
Well, maybe they're saying that because it's.
I've heard a Tenakumpo, and I've heard a tent, Kumpo.
Well, they're saying that because of the PA announcer.
yeah, but
Effect.
You know, like Al Harrington, like that.
I understand, but it just sounded like with his name, you got to say it one way, otherwise you're gonna confuse me.
Well, recently international players. Let's talk about Dennis Schroeder. Last year he went by Dennis Schroeder.
Yeah.
So this year he's Dennis Schroeder, an international player from Germany.
And he recently destroyed the Knicks.
Oh yeah,
But-
killed him
Yeah, he
both
had
times.
back-to-back career highs.
Yeah,
yeah.
that's a theme with the Knicks. Even though we're not talking about the Knicks, but
International players
no,
killed him.
career highs.
Career
Oh,
highs.
career-
Getting career highs when you play the Knicks because
He
last
played-
year Mike Scott got 30.
Yep.
And yeah, so what can we get back to this international talk
Let's
because
do that.
players like Dirk Nowitzki,
Manu.
Manu Ginobili,
Pablo Prigioni.
Well, he's nice, but he's not.
He's not a legend. No, he's not
Patrick
all-star.
Ewing. Patrick Ewing from Jamaica.
Yep.
We have
Marco Bellinelli,
Tony Parker.
Goran Dragic.
Goran Dragic.
Um,
Valanciunas, my man.
Valanciunas
Jonas
from,
Valanciunas.
from Lithuania.
The Raptors.
We have Barbosa. Well, this year the NBA has 150.
Pau Gasol.
Pau Gasol, Marc Gasol, Spain. This year the NBA has 115 players reigning from 32 different countries / territories. That's a career high for the NBA.
It's a beautiful thing.
Yes, because this is now because of the Dream Team, players like Dirk and Marc Gasol, Pau Gasol. They said when they came, especially the Gasols, because they came to Barcelona, and they saw this majestical performance in the game of basketball, and it inspired not just kids in the United States but around the world
Right.
to play basketball.
Look at Thanasis' recent decision. I mean, he said he wanted to come to the development league. He looked at that as one of the most prestigious leagues in the world.
He
for-
said it was very different from overseas.
Please.
Yeah, especially he could have made multiple millions.
multiple millions.
He could have been a multi-millionaire if he played overseas. But he's here in the D League making 55.
Well, he's right though, because
Yeah, he is right.
Antetokounmpo made the choice.
150K.
He made the choice to not play in Greece and to sign with the Knicks developmental team. So I think he'll be in the NBA one day for the Knicks. I
Yes.
believe that.
And are we going to talk about since you said?
I don't know, Ben. You tell me what we're going to talk about.
We'll go back and forth. So right now, Westchester Knicks. What one player that has a legitimate shot playing in the big leagues is Langston Galloway. Now Langston Galloway was in the summer league, killed. Training camp, you get sporadic time due to superstars playing, but they don't play much because it's training camp. So players like Langston Galloway, a Travis Ware. Now Travis Ware got called up.
There, yeah.
He's up there, but
There
Langston
were two
Galloway.
call-ups before the season even
Yeah.
started.
So players like that, Langston Galloway, I think he should have been called up. I think he should have been on the roster due to the fact that Prigioni got hurt, but that was about the fourth game. But Shane Larkin and Prigioni, but you're gonna have J.R. Smith as your point guard. You're gonna have Iman Shumpert. I think Langston Galloway could have ran the offense.
I'll tell you about a player. I mean, I agree with you. I think Langston Galloway, I think he's a good floor leader, like Coach Kevin Whitted said
Whitted.
about the team. And one player though, I'll give you a player. I'll give you my 2 cents on a player that I think could help the Knicks out. And it's only been one game, one preseason game, granted. But the way Darnell Jackson, their big man,
That's the
played,
big man?
the big man, 6'8", great dominant inside presence, rebounds, scoring inside, you name it, and he scored 23 points.
Nice.
He's got a nice little fadeaway for a
Nice.
big guy, and for a team that is sitting with Amari and Dallenberg for their big guys, I wouldn't hate seeing Darnell Jackson go up.
Even though that is a preseason game, Bargnani's supposed to be coming back this month.
Oh yeah, but
Listen,
after what he did last year, I'm
Yeah.
not a big fan. I would take Darnell Jackson, see what he could do up there over Bargnani. I'm sorry.
but for players like Darnell Jackson in the developmental league, you would see a player such as Quincy Acey bringing that tenacity to a team. So it's hard. It's really hard to make it in the NBA. There's only how many guys? 15 per team, 30 teams in the league.
Yeah.
It's about 200
Well,
somewhat.
It is
I'm not good at math.
It is
It's
hard.
like four.
So, it's a-
near 450.
Seeing 450 players on the
Yeah.
roster. So out of how many people want to be in the NBA?
Yeah, and it is hard because even though Darnell, like I'm talking about his performance against the Delaware in the preseason game, you get you have to basically open eyes for a consecutive amount of performances.
Yes.
Otherwise they're just going to say, listen, he had a good day. That's about it. But to be at the next level, you got to have a bunch of good days.
Very consistent. You have to be in the developmental league to get noticed. Well,
I'm confident about him.
and
now.
confident. You like him?
I like Darnell Jackson.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. Now back to the NBA, not the developmental league, the National Basketball Association. Kobe Bean Bryant now holds a title, not an NBA championship title. He has 5 of those. But Rob, take it away.
It's what Clyde would call a dubious honor.
Dubious. Tell it, Rob.
Want me-
Tell it on.
In
Come on,
the
son.
same dictionary for him is Swiss cheese defense
Swiss
and
cheese.
everything else.
Physical. And, he now holds the NBA record for most missed field goals.
What do you think about this record? Do you think it's a black eye on the guy's career because he holds that record?
Oh, I like that. A black eye on the guy's career.
Does it ruin the appearance of Kobe Bryant's illustrious career due to the fact that he has his title?
I'm gonna say no.
No, it goes back to what Michael Jordan said. I miss shots. I forgot the saying, but it's like it goes
Yeah.
along this line. I miss shots. I'm
Co-
paraphrasing here. I miss shots. I've missed in the clutch.
26 game win. Yeah, it's a long quote.
It's a long quote, but the point of the quote is
It's okay to miss shots.
it's okay to miss shots. The greats are gonna be great, whether they miss shots or make them. Kobe's been great for his
whole career.
His whole career.
His whole career. Now, Kobe Bryant also alluded to the Jordan quote by saying, I play the shooting guard.
Yeah.
I don't play the passing guard. I play the shooting guard. I'm supposed to shoot the ball. He said he got one of the reasons that his missed shots total are high because during the career with the Lakers, 2 seconds left, the ball goes to Kobe. He has to put up a shot.
Yeah.
And he's done that a lot in his career.
And it's not like he's shooting a bad percentage. He's shooting 48% on his career.
From in general. No, but those type of shots though, 2 seconds.
I'm saying he's shooting 48 from three, around 45 from the field. I'm saying like he's
He's a good shooter.
he's shooting well. It's not like he's shooting 30%. He's shooting a good percentage from the field. He played a lot of games.
Here's the thing. I don't think you can crucify him over this bad record. This if you want to call it an infamous record, because Kobe, like you guys were saying, you both touched on it. He's sort of like an all-encompassing player. So there's so many other areas of his game, and that he's done great things with. But a big thing is that if you, like you said, Ben, his job is to shoot the ball. So the more you shoot the ball, no matter how many times, no matter how many, you may have a high percentage of landing those shots, but you're going to have a high percentage of misses as well. Because the more shots you take, the more opportunities you have, the more misses you'll have. That's math. I mean, that's probability.
Earlier in the preseason, Kobe was like, if I start the game out 0 for 9 and I finish for 0 for 22, I'm cool with that. Now, Darren Williams mentioned that comment. He was like, yo, if I'm going 0 for 9, I'm not shooting the bleeping ball.
Yeah.
So, about Kobe shooting.
So, in other words, he's insinuating Kobe's a shot hog?
No,
about just shooting the ball.
because Kobe said he would go 0 for 30 before he goes 0 for 9 because
He wants to.
Because going 0 for 9 means he gave up on himself. That's what Kobe said.
Kobe would wait. Say that one more time. What did he say?
All right. Oh, you go ahead, Ben. Go
Nah,
ahead.
you go, Rob.
All right. Kobe said he'd rather go 0 for 30 than 0 for 9 because 0 for 9 means he gave up on himself.
Ah, I understand.
And that alludes to Kobe's mentality as a shot first player.
Well,
In most cases.
if this is a great subject because if you want to talk about a difficulty about being an NBA player, it's the fact that if you're a solid NBA player, or let's even go with an all-star slash future Hall of Famer like Kobe, it's very, very interesting to think about how his greatness comes from taking a lot of shots.
Yep.
I mean, his greatness comes from going on that 0 for 30 streak because we all know that when he turns it around, he's going to be Kobe Bryant. But it's very interesting to look at that and realize that you have so much adversity that not with Kobe, but with other players in the league, even with Melo, they say stop shooting the ball, pass the ball more. But you know what? The great player's great because he shoots a lot. You know what I'm saying? It's just a very interesting topic. That great player wouldn't be so great if he didn't take as many shots, if he didn't use his opportunity on the court to play to the potential that he could by giving himself opportunities. And you got these people who complain about not passing the ball as much. I think it's a large part of it is know your role on the floor.
And the thing about Kobe is he still averages almost 5 assists on his career, which is good for the shooting guard position.
Right, yeah.
Indubitably.
Yeah, you can't just
You can't
look
knock a guy who's got averaging near 5
Yeah.
assists.
you can't look at the missed shots and say he's not passing enough.
No, exactly.
Because he's up there in assists. He's up there defensively in steals.
Yep.
He plays his heart out every night. You can't knock him for that.
Now the Lakers as a team only have 1 win.
You can't knock him for that though.
Yeah. Because
I mean,
when you're Kobe, It's your team, but he's seeing players that he really hasn't played with. And
Yeah.
besides the first month of preseason.
And you're gonna get those people that come along now and say, maybe, you know what? Maybe for Kobe's sake, it's time for Kobe to hang it up. I mean, you're gonna get people who
Yeah.
say that for the. He himself is probably gonna look at him. Say, Kobe doesn't remind me as the type of guy that's gonna want to retire as soon as he can. He
Yeah.
loves the game. He loves playing the game. He's a great in the game. But I thought the same thing about Derek Jeter. And not that Derek Jeter retired as soon as he could. He did play till he was 40. But I think Derek woke up and realized that he wasn't going to be at the same ability as he was when he was great.
Yep.
You know, his past season he batted 260. Kobe, his stats are going to suffer if he continues to play.
Kobe Bryant does not want to be you see a shining star, but oh man, I forgot the analogy.
Oh, I don't think that's ever happened
Wow.
on AB Conversation.
Wow. You see
That just blow my dome.
you see a shining star, but when it yo, y'all stupid. Y'all stupid, I swear.
That blew my
I
dome.
swear y'all stupid. Interesting. Wow. But it's a y'all stupid, man. But you see a shining star, and then you see like it burst, but you still see a shining star. Like Kobe knows inside he's not the shining star he once was, but people still see the brightness of Kobe Bryant.
Yeah.
All right, I fixed it.
Obviously
Boom.
they did because they voted him to the All-Star team last year when he wasn't even
Yeah.
playing.
The thing is, what the fans always, no matter how bad you do, the fans are gonna vote you to the All-Star game.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, it's
Yao
because
Ming-
of his name.
Yao Ming, yep.
Yao Ming got voted after he broke his foot. It was not able to play. AI left the league and got voted to the All-Star team.
Next year when Derek Jeter won't be on the ballot, but people are still gonna vote for Derek Jeter. It's stuff like that.
Yeah.
And speaking of Allen Iverson was also on people's vote list for the Senate race. yeah.
For the Senate race.
Yeah, people actually put down Allen Iverson for the Senate. Other NBA news, well, not new. It is news. Nate Robinson has braces now.
Yeah, it's funny. It's funny.
You see a picture of him with like showing all his teeth and everything,
Yeah.
and you see all the wires in his teeth. Well, I never had braces. Gap Tooth Nation. I never had braces. Anthony, were you did you have braces as a child?
I'm a member of the Brace family. I was lucky. I only had them, I think, on my bottom teeth. And They
Okay.
were fairly small looking. Like they didn't have the big wires.
So you didn't have them in your mouth for a while, like.
They had they were in my mouth for maybe half a year, maybe
Okay.
maybe 6 months. But
Wasn't
I
bad.
don't know why I'm gonna start laughing.
It
I don't know-
didn't
I
have,
don't
like,
know why.
some people
I think
have
I'm
to,
looking
like,
at
4
Rob.
years.
Rob is ready to laugh. I'm gonna start laughing.
Rob, you're very comical.
Thank you. I try.
What was I gonna say?
I don't know. We're talking about the NBA, folks, on the AB Conversation.
It's
by the way.
about Ant Davis. How about that?
Ant Davis.
Oh, that's what I was gonna ask you. Is that a trademark of yours? Are you going on the Michael Strahan path of my gap in my teeth as a trademark? I'm just wondering.
Kinda, yeah.
Like it's it's your uniqueness, because that's what Michael. That's why he never got his teeth fixed, because that's his trademark.
A person ran into me recently over the summer. I knew the kid when I was a child, but as time go on, you don't see people. He was like, "Yeah, yo, Ben, I knew it was you." I'm like, "How come?" "Oh, your gap teeth."
Really?
Yeah.
See, Ben, with you, I don't think I'd recognize you from that. I'd probably recognize you from your hairstyle. You know, maybe
I trimmed it, but yeah.
maybe Niall, whatever his name is.
Nile.
The name of your book bag.
Oh, Hamilton.
Hamilton. I don't know why I thought of Niall. Hamilton.
Wavy.
I love that name, by the way.
Thank you.
Hamilton.
Thank you. My backpack is named Hamilton. Hamilton's not present right now. He's in the control room.
You guys watching Hamilton?
Take
in
care of
there?
Hamilton, all right?
You watching
Shaq's
Hamilton?
daddy. Jersey Joe, Armand, get away.
Are you babysitting Hamilton?
They don't know who Hamilton is?
Hamilton is Ben's book bag.
My
The little
knapsack.
shark. His name is Hamilton.
His name's Hamilton.
We got
Shaq's
him.
daddy, thank you.
They got everything actually under control.
Jersey Joe, make sure
Don't
Armand's
wave
not
me
near
off.
Hamilton,
What are you
please.
waving me off for?
Please.
What are you, a crossing
I
guard?
don't know what else we could talk about with the NBA news. Cause
I think we
this
should
show-
take a break,
yeah,
maybe.
Let's take
Go
a
to
break,
commercial
and
break.
We really need to. And coming back on the break, Rob Jiggity will be staying with us, and we'll talk about the Iona Hoops, men and women. So yeah, AB Conversation. Stay tuned.
It's another great New York sports moment.
October 18th, 1977, Game 6 of the World Series. Reggie Jackson belts 3 home runs on 3 swings, leading the Yankees to their first championship since 1962.